Welcome to the Fancy Cakery, welcome to my kitchen. For Cinco de Mayo this year, we're gonna do something a little special. We're gonna make horchata, and we're gonna use it to make a horchata tres leches. Yes, I know that's my gringo. This week we're gonna combine horchata. Did I do good? Horchata with tres leches to make horchata tres leches cake. Pastel. So I do not make horchata. My daughter does. She loves it and she has learned how to make it. I am not Hispanic, but I am married to an Hispanic and my children are. They have picked the best out of my Bahamian culture and my husband's culture, and they just pick and choose what they like the most. And my daughter has settled on horchata. She loves it and she makes it at home. So because I don't know how to make horchata, she's gonna make it and I'm gonna use it for my tres leches. While our rice is soaking with the cinnamon and water, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make our cake. If you remember my video last year when I made tres leches trifle, I messed up, but I fixed it and I'm gonna use that same recipe. Watch that video. If you miss any of the ingredients, I will have all the ingredients for you in the description box below. So let's start our pastel de tres leches con horchata. This cake is a sponge, which means that we are separating our whites and our yolks. We're gonna mix our yolks with our sugar until it's pale, and we're going to mix our whites until it's nice and soft peaks with a little bit of sugar. And we're gonna combine our dry ingredients with the egg yolk mixture. When that is combined, we're gonna add milk, and then when that is combined, we're going to add it all together, folding with our egg whites until we have a beautiful sponge that we're gonna put in the oven.
I am so sure all of that I told you was as clear as mud. Don't you worry, I already showed you this whole process in really detail in my tres leches trifle video. So I'll link that above so you can get that. After we folded all those egg whites in, put it into our buttered glass dish, and we're going to bake it at 350 for 30 minutes until a skewer or a toothpick comes out clean. And then while it's still warm, we're going to take a toothpick or a skewer or a fork like I'm doing, and we're just going to poke holes. You don't want to do it when it's extremely hot, but you do want to do it while it's warm. It does make it a little better, easier. And you're not going to put holes and just tear up the cake, but you do want to put quite a bit of holes. And this is when I just let my daughter do her thing. I do not make horchata. I don't know how to do it. I've seen other recipes where you boil the rice with the water and the milks, but this is how she does it, and I just let her do her thing. She has soaked the water and the rice and the cinnamon for over an hour. She says you can do it as long as you want it. You can do it overnight, and she just did it for an hour, and then she's going to puree or blend it and strain it 2 times to make sure there's no rice chunks. Basically, we're making rice milk. We're just going to use rice milk, and to that we're adding tres leches, 3 milks. She's using whole milk, evaporated milk, and sweetened condensed milk. And she's also going to add some water to it because it is a nice, smooth, refreshing drink. It is sweet, but it's not overpoweringly or sickening sweet, and it's not thick. So I just let her do her thing. I did not bother her. I did not tell her to change any of her ratios or make it any way that I wanted her to make it. After she did it, I decided I needed to do some changes just for my cake, but this drink is just perfect, just how she made this to drink. Over ice, or you could just cool it and chill it in the fridge, and you can just drink it without ice. So let's watch her finish make her horchata.
So after taking into consideration that the horchata that we made is to drink, we watered it down, which is normal because she was making it to drink. So after we boiled it down and concentrated it, we put it in the freezer to cool. So now we have a nice thickened horchata because we want it to be rich. So we're gonna ladle this now over our cake. It's still warm, but this cake is gonna absorb so much of this liquid. And after it's absorbed, we're gonna put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours. And then we're gonna cover it with our whipped cream, our homemade whipped cream. You can buy whipped cream, whatever you got. If you watched my Tres Leches video, you know whatever you got the one in the can, the squeezy one, you got the one in the Cool Whip out of the freezer, whatever you got, that's what you're going to use. Or you can take, for every cup of heavy whipping cream, you use a quarter to a third cup of sugar, depending on how sweet you want it, and you make your own whipping cream. So this Tres Leches with horchata is gonna be your new favorite. It is so delicious. So Tres Leches, but with just a hint of something different. You're gonna wanna try this. It's sweet and cinnamony and delicious. This is gonna be your new favorite. And bakers, you know what I always tell you, never, ever, ever, ever stop baking.